The greatest show on earth, the evidence for evolution. What is the greatest show on earth? Well, it's life. The whole diversity of life, the complexity of life, the beauty of life, the sheer number of species that are all doing their own thing in their own way. How has it come about? By evolution, evolution by natural selection. The book is about the evidence for evolution. How do we know it's a fact? My previous books have all been about evolution, but not the evidence for it. They've just assumed that evolution is true. Why is this book necessary? It's necessary because, for example, in the United States, some 40% of the population doesn't believe in evolution, believes that the world was created within the last 10,000 years. That's an educational disgrace, and those people, the majority of them, couldn't possibly believe that if only they were exposed to the evidence. The purpose of my book, The Greatest Show on Earth, is to expose people to the evidence. We go through the sort of evidence that Darwin...
New atheism on the rise. Gonna post this as a response to Free Thinkers video, which this clip was taken from, in hopes of generating something, some sort of a discussion, because the people in the comment sections of this video seem to be hesitant to accept my criticisms that it was inappropriate of Dawkins to mention his beauty of life crap and to even title his book The Greatest Show on Earth, simply because he's not... Okay, well, if he had titled it with a sort of a pretext that is my opinion that this is the greatest show on earth, that's fine. But if he's going to talk big subjects such as evolution with obvious philosophical implications, well then yeah, he's going to have to, put his personal opinions, he's going to have to swipe them under the rug if he's going to present them in this objective way, the way he did. And apparently people think it's fine to blend these two things, and it's not. Evolution, the entire point, I mean, he's going on about how there's 40% of Americans who are, I guess they're still not accepting the fact of evolution, and he's going about, well, it's really important for us to educate them. Well, why is it important for us to educate them? If you're not going to take evolution to its fullest logical conclusion, if you're going to spew casual opinions, or if you're going to spew your opinions in this casual way, as if it's a truth, well, that's pretty fucking counterproductive to the goal that you're trying to accomplish. Because what? Why do we want the religious people to no longer believe in evolution? Just so they can become more educated and believe the truth for the sake of believing the truth? No, it doesn't matter. We have to get them to believe the truth because we want them to understand that perpetuating the agenda of a DNA molecule that doesn't have a fucking brain, unlike their belief, they believe their God has a brain. So what we want to do is we want to get them to believe that there is no fucking intelligent agent that's running this show. It's all a fucking crude force. Alright, because once they believe that, they're finally going to get that the agenda of a crude force is one that's not worth perpetuating, and then they're going to ease up on the reproduction, hopefully, because they're going to get that, hey, you know what? There's no guarantees, there's no built-in fairness mechanism, and we keep popping out new people into this fucking game pretty recklessly, because we've got this meme of, yes, it's all a fun, joyful ride, and really the only thing that can undo that meme is a not, rejecting creation, rejecting the fact that it's all for some sort of a objective purpose, and getting, understanding the fact that it's just a game that just happened without any sort of an intelligent agent, without anything that has the capacity to watch after us and cater to us when something goes fucking wrong. Because there's absolutely nothing that's going to save us when things go wrong. So the entire point of educating people on evolution is for them to get that truth, is that reproducing is just simply, being a slave to the agenda of your fucking biology. And there's no way any honest, intelligent bystander is going to say that's something worth investigating. So, I mean, look, it's good that Dawkins is pushing this thing more than ever now, seemingly. But the fact that he just had to spew subjective nonsense like the beauty of life and title his book what did he title it again? I forgot. The Greatest Show on Earth. why the fuck would he glorify what is essentially nothing more than consumption and reproduction, led by unintelligent forces? I mean, what's the point of getting people to believe in evolution as opposed to creation if he doesn't want them to deal with the implications of it and take it to the fullest logical conclusion, which is that there's no guarantees of anything, there's no intelligent agent, and when you're reproducing, you're not really doing it based on any sort of intelligent decision. You're doing it because you've accepted the meme, the dogma of life is a gift or some similar kind of bullshit. So I think we should give Dawkins crap for his latest endeavor, or at least this little interview that he did, where he's just, making it seem like his little opinions are fact, and they're just opinions. And, the real insidious thing about this is I don't even think that's his fucking opinion. I just think that he wants to, make atheism into some sort of a cotton candy thing so it can be more consumable for the average religious person so that he can end up selling more books. And if that's the case, which Dawkins has always sprinkled his rhetoric with this sort of, crap, but never to this fucking extent. So it's just pathetic that he's the #1 atheist spokesperson. There's more eyeballs on him with both the atheist communities and as far as Christian people go, and yet he's going to be motivated by the almighty dollar. So fuck that shit. 4 billion years of organisms eating each other is not a beautiful fact. So when you're discussing a subject such as evolution, you shouldn't use the fucking term beautiful unless you preface it and saying, well, you know what, it's just my opinion that it's beautiful. So, yeah, fuck Richard Dawkins if he's going to continue with this kind of crap. And it doesn't really matter how many, I know probably the most common counter-argument to me is going to be that, he's still going to convert a lot of religious people, so he's still going to do something good in the end. Well, it doesn't matter how many religious people he converts into evolution, because he's not going to go the whole fucking way. So it's completely irrelevant that they're going to believe in evolution as opposed to creation, because they're still going to glorify life and glorify the idea that, yes, people are going to have to keep reproducing and we're going to have to keep playing the fucking game even though we have no intelligent reason to do it. So, yeah, we're going to do this as a response to Free Thinker, and let's see let's see if any of his people click on it, and maybe we can get some discussions going back and forth. And sorry about the hostility thing, but it is pretty fucking frustrating, because it seems like to me there's some intellectual dishonesty going on, and in this community it's really something that we're arguing against, is intellectual dishonesty. But people are just going to keep blending it all in. The greatest show on earth, the greatest show of 4 billion years of organisms chewing on each other so that they can survive, so they can live for a few more years and then die anyway. And that's the greatest show on earth. Well, because what? We find it fascinating. Because we've been built to find it fascinating. Sorry, but it's just, it's completely fucktards. Any sort of atheist mission that I find valuable. The idea that we need to blend our, naturalistic ambitions and what we personally feel is beautiful and worthy about this joyride. Because I like the joyride just as much as the next fucking rat. But I know I'm just a fucking rat. And these people, I don't think they do. I think they find some sort of they just keep throwing people into the fucking rat maze. And the fact that we're going to keep, from all accounts, there's going to be more people suffering day in and day out. The more we keep investing into the game, people are just sort of sweeping that under the rug too. So if atheists can't have this conversation, if nobody in the fucking comment section of this video is going to bring something like that up, if it doesn't set up some sort of a alert in all these atheists' minds, because Free Thinker has, I'm sure, 95% of his audience is atheists. Yet nobody has this red light go in their mind when they're hearing Dawkins say this kind of bullshit. I don't know. It's quite disappointing. Maybe we should go back to the Christians and try to convince them of this suffering thing, because maybe we'll have more luck there. I don't know, but let me hear it, and don't be afraid to give me your honest opinions.